And today in the studio we have our sports analyst Dumi Praise Dlakama to tell us more about the 2023 season preparations for Bulawayo clubs. Good afternoon, Dumi, and welcome to Lunchtime News.
Thanks so much, Memo. Thanks so much.
All right, and just tell us what's up with the preparations for Bulawayo clubs this 2023 season.
Well, they've already hit the ground running, and we've seen Highlanders Football Club, their coaches arrived back in the country over the weekend, and already they started work on Monday. And by the clubhouse there, they are already there. Then you look at a team like Chicken Inn, they are at a private place, and they are already preparing because the Bulawayo City Council has, put on hold some of the stadiums here in Bulawayo so that, they refurbish them for the 2023 season. So most of these clubs, you realize that they will be using some alternative venues so that they prepare for the season. But we've also got Bulawayo Chiefs. Well, for them, it's a difficult time. They have lost a number of players. Most of them, have left the club because of money issues. So Bulawayo Chiefs, it looks like they are going to struggle in 2023, but they've got their village, and we've seen, already work has started so that they prepare for the 2023 season, and they've got a sound junior policy. So I believe that will be their route for the 2023 season.
All right, and how are the transfers like? Basically, who is in and who is out?
Well, all the clubs, in terms of Bulawayo Chiefs players, there is a scramble for Bulawayo Chiefs players because most of them, are leaving the club because of those financial issues. So you realize that Dynamos has already taken 3 of Bulawayo Chiefs players, and they've signed for Dynamos. That's Kelvin and Elvis Moore, the twins, as well as Diego, that's Adam Siwa. Then you realize that some of them might green fuel, the goalkeeper, that's Rambo, David Bizabani. So Bulawayo Chiefs will lose a bulk of their players, but according to them, they've kept a few so that, they rebuild using those players that they've kept, the likes of Marvin Mkolo, Mtowezi Msebe, as well as Kelvin Matsongwe. So for Bulawayo Chiefs, it's all about going back to their junior policy. They did well in the Division 3 league, where they won promotion next season, to Division 2. So they've got a very good team there. So I'm sure that is the way that they will go. And I'm a fan, of junior development. I don't like clubs opening the checkbook quickly so that they sign players. So it's always good to go back and develop talent, because you realize that some of the clubs just sign players without researching, without seeing where the gaps are. So that is one way our clubs should learn in terms of signing, that you should realize where the gaps are. Then you get players from a developmental side before looking at those that are on the market, because sometimes you'll waste money. So, for Bulawayo Chiefs, many believe that they will struggle, but I think Bulawayo Chiefs might be strong, if they continue to focus on their junior players. But for Highlanders, already they've signed Calvin Chikonero from Talent Vision. That one, I'm very optimistic about that signing. He's one player who has done well for Talent Vision in Division 1. So he's a very tricky winger, and I'm sure we'll have a new talent in 2023 from that youngster. That's Calvin Chikonero. Then you have got Gillian Nyati from their junior side. He has been signed by the first team. So for Highlanders, it seems like they are focusing on the youngsters rather than, going for big names.
All right, Dumi, thank you so much. I'm sure so many clubs will take a leaf from what you are doing. It's back to you, Prudence, in the studio.
Thank you, Memory. Up next is sports news. Zimbabwe's suspension from